So what are we going to do in this video? We're going to simplify rational expressions. What does this mean? Rational expressions, first of all, that just means expressions involving fractions. Or expressions that are fractions, actually. So a few examples of rational expressions are like what we had before, wrong color. 3a squared b divided by 4b squared. Something like that. Or maybe we could have something like x squared plus 3x plus 2 divided by x minus 7. Those are both rational expressions because they are expressions. There's no equal sign. And they have, it is a fraction. So we're going to be able to simplify this stuff. So let's think about what we have here. First example. So simplify 5x minus 10 divided by 5x. This is a rational expression. Simplify. Well, the first step, I mean, you do what you can. Do what you can, you know? What can you do? I can factor the top. So I can divide, like 5x, if I have 5x minus 10, I can divide by 5, right? So that brings the 5 outside, and I get x minus 2, right? So the top part changes to x minus 2. So this equals, maybe I won't put an equal sign there. This changes to, well, we just decided 5 parentheses x minus 2. We just decided. I just decided. And divided by 5x. Now, I can cancel out the 5s. So, I'll do that. I'll do it in red, though. So that cancels out. And so, we're left with just x minus 2 over x. Now, some people were thinking, why don't you cancel out the x's? You cannot do that because there's a subtraction sign in the middle. So, this is our answer. That's the simplest form. So, what did we just do? Just factor the numerator, and we canceled stuff out. You cannot cancel if there is an addition or subtraction sign in between. That's very, very important. If you try to do that, it won't make sense. Like if you had real numbers, if you tried to do that, it wouldn't work. So, let's see. What did we do? Well, factor the numerator. That's if possible. We did that here. Factor the denominator. We did not do that here, but that's what you're supposed to do. Factor the denominator if possible. And then cancel out terms. So, what does that mean? It means we just take the numerator and like try and write it with parentheses, and then take the denominator, write it with parentheses. If we have the same thing on top and on the bottom, they cancel out to 1, and just like it's like 1 times this, but you know that's the same thing. Something to mention, remember you cannot cancel if there is addition or subtraction in between. Here, there's multiplication, so we're allowed to cancel, but that's a note. So you cannot cancel terms if they are being added or subtracted. Here, we're multiplying by 5. Here, we're doing x minus 2, so you cannot cancel those. You cannot. No. So let's take a look at example 2, and we'll just follow these steps, see if it works out. So here, example 2, it says simplify. So we're going to try and factor. Factor the top. How do we factor that? We just use the x factor. This is 1 times 2, that's in the top, so just 2. And then the 3 in the bottom, 2 times 1, and then we just get y squared plus 2y plus 1y. Hopefully we're good at this by now. Separate it. And then what? Divide by y. And divide by, it looks like just 1. So we get, what do we get? We get y on the outside, and then y plus 2. And then we give a plus 1 on the outside, y plus 2. We're moving. We get y plus 2 times y plus 1, right? So that's the top. So we factor out the top, and we get y plus 2 and y plus 1. But what we have to factor? We have to factor the denominator as well, the bottom number. We have to factor this. So how do we factor this? Factor. Well, this is a perfect square, and this is a perfect square. This is one of those where it just changes to y plus 1 and y minus 1. Look at this. This term cancels out with this term. What? That is crazy. That's crazy. And so they cancel out. Why can we cancel out? They have addition. But that's not what I meant by you can't cancel out terms with addition. You can't cancel out things that are being added or subtracted. This whole term is being multiplied by this whole term. So we're good to go right there. We're good. It's all good. So our answer then is just the leftovers. Y plus 2 in the top, and then y minus 1 in the bottom. So that's it. You just factor the top, factor the bottom, and cancel stuff out.